So, Sani Ichi, Konnichiwa Minna. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this live stream. So, since there was not a One Piece chapter this week, I thought for this week to talk about Vinland Saga. Because I've been slowly catching up reading Vinland Saga because I think I stopped at the slavery arc because I gave it like 10 chapters of the slavery arc and I kind of just put it down too quickly, but then I got back into reading it and I really do like the slavery arc. Um, like it's definitely one of my least favorite arcs in my opinion, but it's still a very good arc. So obviously I want to give a shout out to Makoto Yukimura, the author that did Vinland Saga. He did an amazing job. I love this series so much. And I look forward to all the chapters as they come out. I think they come out once a month. So that's really cool. So I guess to start off with, Vinland Saga is about Vikings. There's a lot of religion, specifically the Christian religion. This series makes references about the Bible, and different like parts of the Bible. Yeah, a lot of violence, a lot of deceased. Yeah, very violent series. But I definitely highly recommend that you guys read it and watch it if you guys like Vikings and religion, and history. Lots of history. They make references to like the different royal families in England. Um, yeah, just a whole lot of history and really cool. So I guess to start off with, so there's like different arcs. There's the prologue, which is very long. There's the slavery arc, and then the Baltic Sea arc, and then the current arc right now, which is Vinland Saga. So, what is Vinland Saga? It's basically a place where it's kind of like paradise on Earth, where all of your sins will be wiped out, and any bad things in your life. Like if you go to Vinland Saga, they wipe the slate clean, which definitely Thorfinn definitely does a lot of. So I should have said this toward the beginning of the live stream, but this is going to be spoilerific. So if you guys have not read the title, spoiler warning. So if you guys do not want to get spoiled, I suggest you leave now. So yeah, let's get started. So starting off with the prologue, we have Thorfinn. We have his father, Thor's. So they make this series makes a lot of references of the different gods like Thor and Loki, um, things like that. So we have Thorfinn, who is the main character. We have Thor's, which is his father. Helga, which is Thorfinn's mother, and the wife of Thor's. And then also Thorfinn has an older sister named Yuva. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. And basically, they're just a family. His father, Thor's, so yeah, Thor's the father, Thorfinn's father, used to be a Viking, and then he kind of just got away from it as time goes on, especially when you have a family now. So he used to be a Viking, and him and Thorkel, they definitely know each other. They have a, I guess, rivalry going on, which I will go on later about Thorkel because spoiler alert, Thorkel is kind of like he's kind of like the Kenpachi Zaraki, like in Vinland Saga. So that's basically him. He loves to fight. He's very he's very bloodthirsty. So yeah, he just loves to fight, and that's just his character. And so basically Thor's goes with his crew and Thorfinn, and of course they meet Heskelad, which basically, if you read further on down the story, basically Floki is the mastermind of Thor's demise. So Heskelad was paid to do so by Floki, which such a sick guy. He is just so horrible. And then basically, Thor's gets basically taken out of here by a bunch of arrows. Then we see Thorfinn just get all upset. He's crying and stuff because he literally had like a knife like towards his throat while watching his father's demise, which is just so sad. Bjorn, yeah, like forget him too. Like it's like I know he got killed by Heskelad, but yeah, like really really crazy. And then so Thorfinn goes with Heskelad's like group, and yeah, a lot of violence, a lot of taking people out of here, especially um like religious people. So very very horrible group. Like Escalad's group is just horrible. Like Thorfinn has been like slaughtering people left and right, and I think Thorfinn is like 9 or 10 years old. So just wow. And then like the daggers he got from his father. Um he was like snooping in like a chest and he found like these daggers, and basically I think his father said that you only use this to protect yourself. Meaning in Thorfinn's eyes, let's just slaughter a whole bunch of people just because. And that is crazy. And then like we meet Canute, and like the one thing I do like about this series is because there is a lot of character development. So if you like character development, you're really going to like this story because Thorfinn towards the beginning of the story, he's a completely different person from when he was a kid than him being an adult. So completely different person. And Canute is not the same person either. Like he used to be, I guess, kind of like he doesn't really talk a lot. Um, he's like the prince and stuff, so he only speaks. He's very careful about how he speaks. So he goes from that to, actually fighting. He has his own group and he fights. Um, so he's in charge now, which is quite interesting. And so Thorfinn, through the first part of the story, he's all about, oh, I want to go after Heskelad. I want to go after him. He killed he killed my dad right in front of my face. I want revenge for my dad. So it takes him like 40, 50 chapters to so it takes like 40 to 50 chapters, and Thorfinn still doesn't take Heskelad out of here. It was Canute that took Heskelad out of here, and then we get some backstory about Heskelad, about how his dad was not very nice. He was very mean to his wife, and yeah, so really dark backstory there. And then, so the funny thing is, Thorfinn, in my opinion, I think he was playing around. Like Thorfinn, you had like 40, 50 chapters to get rid of Heskelad, and then Canute had to finish it for you because Heskelad lad was going crazy. And so Thorfinn goes to attack Canute like, that was my prey. Why did you take him out of here? Like Heskelad, that was mine. But you kind of wasted a lot of time there, Thorfinn. So then we see him drop his dagger. And what was really cool in the anime is that we see Thorfinn like drop the dagger, and then we see like a flashback of like all the things that he has done. So I thought that was really cool in the anime. And then we get to the slavery arc. And Thorfinn is now a slave now, and he has a friend named, I think it's Hinar. I think is his name. So the slavery arc is just basically Thorfinn being a slave. He's chopping down trees. He makes friends with Hinar, and then we meet this girl named um, I think her name is Heronheed or something like that. I think that's her name. And basically, not to go describing her character, but long story short, she belongs to the streets. That's all I'm gonna say about her. And and the reason why that I say that she's from the streets is because he has a husband, I think Garnier, and she has a son. So she's already a married woman with a son. And then, of course, her husband is off to war. She sends her son to another family member, and then she becomes a slave. Super sad, very sad that she is a slave. I can't stand slavery. Then she goes and gets pregnant with the slave owner when she has a whole husband and child. And even the slave owner was explaining that she belongs to the streets. She's been like that, and yeah. But like, it is really unfortunate that she passed away from, I want to say, getting beat to death, which was very, very sad. Very, very sad. She's gone. She's passed away, and yeah, that's really, really sad. And then we go to the Baltic Sea War arc, which we see a girl named Hild, which I love Hild. Hild is like one of my favorite characters. I really do like her a lot. Um, Basically, she holds this grudge for Thorfinn because Thorfinn is the one that took out her father, and that's why she had like this grudge towards him. And Thorfinn at this time period, he does not like to fight. He does not use violence, even though he did use violence in the slavery arc, where I think him and Einar were planting some crops, and then basically some of the slave owners basically destroyed those crops, and we see a whole other side of Einar. Like, I think he punches this dude in the face, and rightfully so. Like, they Thorfinn and Einar, they grew all these crops. Growing crops is not easy, and they were going to use the crops to sell and like give the money to the slave owner. That way they could be free as slaves. So they destroyed that. Einar punches him in the face, and then Thorfinn, I think, punches him in the stomach, which he kind of feels bad for, which I don't know why. He kind of deserved that, in my opinion. And just, wow, that's just crazy. So he, like, we do see Thorfinn like in the slavery arc. He has like these night terrors or nightmares because in his past, he has taken out a lot of people, and he would have like just these nightmares and stuff. And so I guess the whole premise of the story, I guess, is to repent for your sins and to forgive, definitely, for sure. And definitely towards the end of like the Vinland Saga arc, definitely Hild forgives Thorfinn, which is really cool to see. We see, I think her name is Gillard. We do see Gillard in the Baltic Sea world, and so she had a husband, and then she basically stabbed her husband in the leg and then ran away. And then she goes and be with Thorfinn. Thorfinn get married, and like, I think they found the child. I think they found a child, and then Thorfinn was like raising this child as his own. And so Gillard and Thorfinn, they get married, and then of course Gillard is pregnant with another child, and then she finally has her baby, and I think, yeah, I think that's like towards the end of the chapter. And so Vinland Saga, from Thorfinn and how he created it. So he goes to North America, and so I think he goes back to North America. I'm pretty sure. And so he named Vinland Saga after Heronhead, the woman that passed away. So he named this place after her. And then we do see her grave site and stuff. And so they're building it up, and they're building it up, and a whole lot of people followed Thorfinn, and then we see a bunch of Indians. So that's really really cool that they put a lot of history in this. Then we see a bunch of Indians. They talk about they're kind of friends with Thorfinn and the group, and they were protecting Hilgard when she was having her child. And then they were talked about, I guess, this curse, basically, where like their fingers turn black and the high fever, and basically they were alluding to the bubonic plague. If you guys know about that history, that I think happened in England, when a bunch of rats and a bunch of I think it was a bunch of rats and bugs. And so, like, if you know the history of that, like a bunch of rats would like bite a whole bunch of people. Their limbs would turn black and fall off, and they would pass away. High fever, respiratory issues, vomiting, all this stuff. So that's what I'm kind of leaning towards. That they were making reference to the bubonic plague. And yeah, that's basically like a very brief, I guess, like a brief summary of the chapter. There's like 208 chapters, which is a lot. So it definitely took me a while to binge read all of those chapters, but like it's definitely pretty good. I do like it. I cannot wait to see the next chapter, to see what happens next. And yeah. So definitely next week, I definitely want to do another live stream, doing the One Piece chapters. Like I want to do like One Piece chapter live streams as they come out. So if you like to see more of that, definitely subscribe down below. And then if we do get another break, I might talk about another series. Maybe Dr. Stone. Maybe I might talk about that series because I do like Dr. Stone. A lot of science, which I do like science for sure. So I might, like, next One Piece break, I might talk about Dr. Stone. But we shall see. So I'm gonna go back on some of the chapters and see if I'm missing anything crucial. Because I know I am. Because this series is a lot. Oh, thank you. B10s. Thank you. I'm so glad that you liked the live stream. Thank you very much. Yeah, like it was pretty much like the Cliff Notes version. I know I'm missing a ton, but yeah. But yeah, I can also just curious to anybody who's watching and stuff. I know that Checking 101, shout out to him. I know he just did a Vinland Saga quiz. Like unfortunately, I couldn't make that live stream because I was super busy on that day. But I would love to know. Did you guys take the Vinland Saga quiz, and what grade did you get? I would love to know. Let's see. Yeah, like I'm going back and like reading like the first couple chapters. I'm like, man, Thorfinn has changed than what he is now. Like the difference in his personality is like night and day. Like it's crazy. Uh, yeah, like also the weapons are quite interesting in Vinland Saga. They use like oh, any thoughts on the current story? Not caught up, but I would love to hear what you think. I do like the story. Like I highly recommend that you keep on going. Um, like it's really really awesome. Like especially if you like history, if you like religion, if you like maps, because they use a lot of that. Um, I think that you will enjoy it. Like I personally enjoy it, and I cannot wait for the next chapter, which I think the chapters come out like once a month. So I can't wait for the next chapter whenever that comes out. Yeah, so they use a lot of weapons. Like they use swords, they use arrows, like archery and stuff. I know Hild uses a crossbow, which is really cool. And I think his name is Koram. He uses a spear, which is amazing. Yeah, like I never knew the Vikings used that many weapons. Yeah. So I think this stream is gonna last an hour. So because I don't like too long streams. Because I know some people would stream for like 2 hours, 3 hours, and it's like that's something I cannot do. I think an hour's good enough for me. I'm anime only on Vinland Saga. I love it. Though Thorfinn's growth and change during the story is what keeps me interested in something that's kind of relatable to me. Yeah, true, true. Um, that 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 is also the same reason I like Vinland Saga too. I love how the characters are just not the same. Like Thorfinn is like a completely different character than he was at the prologue. So I do agree. I do agree. Um, 500 bands. I totally agree. Like 100%. Yeah, so I guess a character that I guess I relate to, I guess the most, I guess I would probably say Hild because I know how hard it is to forgive people. Like it's really hard. It's definitely really hard. That's probably why I relate to her to relate to her the most. And I do like crossbows. Crossbows are cool. Yeah, and some axes. I forgot that they use a lot of axes. So I guess the only character that doesn't have like character development per se, I guess, is Thorkel, because he's always been this bloodthirsty barbarian, even towards the beginning of the story. Like I think he's more bloodthirsty, like later on in the story than he was towards the very beginning. So I guess that's character development. You go from bloodthirsty to extremely bloodthirsty. So I guess Thorkel does have character development, I guess. Yeah, Thorfinn was nuts. Like I forgot how fast he was. What other animes are you interested in? Oh, lots. Lots. Like I like One Piece. I like Bleach. I'm really excited for the Thousand Year Blood War arc. I'm really excited for the continuation of that. Um, I like Dragon Ball Z. I love just yeah. So Dragon Ball Z. Um, Hinuyasha is like my absolute favorite anime of all time. I like Naruto. Um, Naruto Shippuden. I like Jujutsu Kaisen, Yu Hakusho, Full Metal Alchemist, even though it's been a while, but Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Black Butler, um, Sword Art Online. I do like Vinland Saga, the anime as well. Let's see. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah. Mm. Flame of Recca. Does the original Pokemon count? I really like the original Pokemon. I really like Yu-Gi-Oh! The original 5Ds and GX. Um, those are the ones I like only watch really. Um, I like Cardfight Vanguard. I've been really getting into Divine Z. That's pretty good. Um, Sailor Moon, the original. Lucky Star. Yeah, lots. Very nice. Love Pokemon. Oh yeah, I love Pokemon. I love watching it. I love reading it. Um, I play the card game mostly on the app PTCG Live. So yeah, and I also do collect as well. So love Pokemon. Oh, and I also forgot about Digimon as well. I recently got into Digimon, and that's pretty good too. I'm definitely more of a Pokemon fan than a Digimon fan, but I do enjoy Digimon. Yeah. So what else? I'm trying to think of some other animes I like to watch. Like Attack on Titan. Forgot about that one. Demon Slayer. I'm really excited for the next season of Demon Slayer. Uh, I think that might be about it. From what I can think of. I know I watched way more than that, but yeah, that's all the anime I can think of right now. Like I know I watched a lot more. But those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head right now. My my top three are Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, and Soul Eater. How did I forget about Samurai Champloo? I mean, I love that show too. I love Samurai Champloo. Like especially my brother, he's a huge fan of Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop. Actually, Cowboy Bebop is really cool, and I do love Soul Eater as well. I forgot about Soul Eater. Soul Eater is so good. Love Soul Eater. Um, I think my favorite character would have to be like Death the Kid. Like he's probably my favorite because he holds his guns all weird and he's awesome and he's also the son of what's the other who's the main guy like the King of Death. I forgot his name, but he's the son, which is cool. So yeah, I love those three animes as well. Um, my favorite is Black Star. He's so cool to me. Yeah, like I agree. I like Black Star too. With Subaki, I think is her name. Like the woman that could turn into like a shuriken and like the chainsaw and stuff. So yeah, I do like Black Star too. But yeah, I really love the sound of the tracks of those anime. That's what drew me into it. Yeah. Like the music is awesome. Like especially the first theme song. I'm really a huge fan of the first theme song of Soul Eater. I think it's Residence. I think is the name of the song, but really good song. Haven't been keeping up with the anime recently. I only really read the One Piece manga these days, but I think I'm going to get back into it. I love the stream. I'm going to subscribe. Thanks. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I, I mostly read One Piece now than watch it, even though I have been watching the Egghead arc. Um, like as far as the anime goes, but yeah, I guess like I do read it more because the bad thing about the anime with One Piece is that they pack a lot of filler, lot of filler. So that's why I read it because it's just quicker that way. Like true, I hate the filler, but I definitely watched Kaido versus Luffy, and now I'm waiting for the anime to catch up so that I can see Egghead. Yeah, mm-hmm. I do like the fight between Kaido and Luffy. Really cool. Yeah, like I think so I could see Egghead. Oh, uh, I'm waiting for the anime to catch up so I can see Egghead. I think you can see it on Netflix. I think, or I think you can watch it on YouTube because I think they post the videos on YouTube too. So I think Egghead just started. I think because I think we're only like 4 or 5 episodes in of Egghead, so not very far. Not yet, anyway. But yeah, like my opinions of Egghead has an arc, even though like the arc's not finished yet. So it's like it would be unfair for me to judge something that is not done yet. But so far, the Egghead arc is okay in my opinion. Like it's just okay. Um, I think what saved it in my opinion is that I like the fight between oh wait, sorry. Yeah. Like I do like the fight between Saturn and Kuma, and I cannot wait to see what Dory and Bragi are gonna do. And then, of course, the very, very sad backstory between Kuma and Bonnie. But other than that, the arc is just meh. Like to me, I'm not really the biggest fan of the satellites. I mean, they're okay. Like, yes, they're helping with the fight with Saturn and stuff, but I find the satellites okay. Mm, me personally, of course. It's just so much happening in this one arc. It just has me suspense, wondering what is going to happen. Yeah, that's true. Like, there's like just so much going on. That's why I think the arc so far is okay. Like, there's just like so much going on. Totally agree. Like, you have the satellites, you got Vegapunk, you got the backstory with Bonnie and Kuma, and you got the fight with Saturn, and yeah, it looks like it is a lot. Dory and Bragi are coming back. We see what Pole um m- m- make an appearance. We got Vivi. Yeah, there's a lot going on for sure. For me, I just see Oda gearing up for the end of the story, and it's bittersweet for me because it looks like we're finally going to get Albath, but I don't want the journey to end. Um, to be honest with you, I'm kind of ready for the journey to end. To be honest with you, because that's my biggest thing that I don't like about One Piece is that it is so long. It is so long. I feel so bad for people that want to get into reading it and watching it. I'm like, good luck, because I started reading it during the lockdown, so I had nothing better else to do. So I just read it. But I just feel so bad for people that want to get into One Piece right now because we're in like the thousands of episodes, the thousands of chapters. And what makes like One Piece so unique is because the stuff you read towards the beginning of the story or part one of the story, that's going to matter like a lot when you get to the current story. Like you can't just skip around. Like part one, you really have to pay attention to that because that's going to matter a lot in the current story. So, like in my opinion, I'm kind of ready for the story to wrap up, but that's just my opinion, of course. I definitely understand. It is very long. Yes, it is very, very long. Very, very long. Way, way too long for my liking. So I'm kind of ready for Egghead to end, and then I guess Howlbath is gonna be a thing, and then just the end. Like I'm ready for the One Piece. What is the One Piece, Oda? Like it's like I would love to know. Like what is the One Piece? Because it's been too long. It's been like how long has One Piece been around? Like over 20 years now. Like this story has been way too long. Well, well, thanks for taking the time, but I gotta go. But I love your content. I will be back soon. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for joining the stream. I really do appreciate it because I think the stream is gonna end in like the next like 10 minutes anyway. Because I do these streams for about an hour. Because that's like basically the stream I want to talk about is Vinland Saga, and I already did very brief moment of me talking about Vinland Saga and talking about One Piece, which I'm fine with. Like in the other stuff I watch, because I do watch other stuff and read other stuff besides like One Piece and stuff. Um, yeah, because I get burnt out a lot when it comes to One Piece, so it's nice to branch out to other things sometimes because you know you don't want to get too burnt out. All right, so 10 more minutes, guys. 10 more minutes, and then the stream will be over. So if you guys have any last minute questions, definitely leave them in the chat down below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. So, 10-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. 10-minute warning. Yeah, I really don't have much to talk about. Yeah, so that's why I'm doing this stream now because tomorrow I'm gonna be super busy, especially with the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is tomorrow, and so I'm gonna be super busy, and my mom is gonna be cooking a lot of food, and we're gonna be watching the Super Bowl. So that's why I'm doing this stream now because yeah. So I guess just to wrap this stream up, since we're almost at the hour mark anyway. So arigato gozaimasu, everybody, for watching. Thank you so much for being in the chat, um, asking some questions. I really do appreciate it. I love hearing what you guys have to say, and I love sharing my opinions. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate it. There's definitely going to be more videos on the horizon. So if you guys like what you see, definitely subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Like, it definitely means the world to me. I'm definitely going to be doing One Piece chapter review live streams as they come out. Yeah, so as the chapters come out. So next week there is going to be a One Piece chapter. So look out for a live stream on that, whether it's Wednesday or Thursday, whenever the chapter comes out. And if I'm not like busy or anything, I'm definitely going to be doing that. Or try as best as I can to live stream those chapters and give my opinions on it. And then every time we have a One Piece break, I will dive into another series, and it's probably going to be Doctor Stone or Hunter x Hunter. I don't know, but it will be something. And I think I've said this towards the beginning of the stream, but I will say it again. I want to give a shout out to Tekken 101. He just did a Vinland Saga quiz stream, which, like, if you guys have not seen the beginning of the stream, I couldn't make it because I was super busy, but I would have loved to have taken that quiz. And I would love to know, what grade did you get on the quiz? Was the quiz easy for you, or was it difficult for you? I would love to know. Um, um, I think that'll be really cool, and hopefully, I have a feeling to Tekken 101 is going to create another quiz, whether it's for One Piece or maybe Hunter x Hunter. Who knows? And hopefully I can make it to that one, but we'll see. So yeah, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I will see y'all next time.